guys, welcome to the Tuesday Night Team Chat. I'm Samantha Marlette, founder of Pumped Up Nation. I'm so excited to have Amanda Miller be hosting our team call tonight because she's one of my best friends in the business. I'm so blessed to know her, and she's one of the hardest working women I've ever met in my entire life.
Oh.
She goes balls to the walls, like all in all the time. So she's going to really pump you guys up. I really wanted her to share kind of some insight because over the past couple of years, I've seen her Facebook just blow up. Like I'm talking more so than any other Beachbody coach I've ever seen. Like, I don't think that there's a coach out there, which Amanda, like, I don't know if you know this, but I really don't think that there's a coach out there that has as many organic followers as you do.
I don't think so. I track Autumn. Autumn is my benchmark, and she's like a celebrity. She's obviously got more than I do, but not a whole lot more for being a celebrity. She's my benchmark.
So Amanda's like this Facebook celebrity, and it kind of has happened like really, I mean, over the past few years, like you've been building it, but it's really taken off. And so I wanted her to share, her top tips. She is a 1-star diamond coach, Success Club 10 all-star legend. She's recognized at Summit this year, walked across stage. It was so great to see her up there. And I'm just so happy for you to be on this call and to share some awesome content with us. So take it away.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. This is a topic that I really like to speak on. And I might get a little fired up because I'm like coming off the Summit high. So just, roll with it with me. Okay. So, like Sam said, I've been in the business since April of 2013 is when I kind of started. I started as a discount coach, and I started actually working my business in April of 13 is when I started running my like page. And Facebook is a whole nother beast since April of 2013, okay? You could literally run anything and everybody would see it, and it was so easy to make money on Facebook. But what's happened is MLM after MLM after, it's not just fitness anymore. It's bags and jewelry and health and fitness and, clothing. It's all these different unique and all that stuff, makeup and facial washes and stuff like that. And Facebook is realizing that it's becoming a selling platform. And so what they've done is they're trying to protect the consumer from all these salesy posts. And so none of our stuff's being seen anymore. So it's a whole different beast from 2013 to right now. Okay. So I want you guys to know I've had to really learn and grow with the business. And this has not been an easy journey. We'll talk about how I got there, but just a little bit more about me. I started really focusing on the business in April 13. I quit my job in December of 2014, and now I currently run my business, and I also operate a physical fitness studio here in Chicago. So this is what I wore to a business meeting today. It says #GetSome on my shirt. This is the best job ever. So it's pretty exciting. So I'm excited to talk about this. And I also run the social media for the other company that I work for as well, trying to bring my expertise over there. So okay, how many of you on this call are coaches, just regular coach status? Okay, how many emeralds? A few emeralds, great job, you guys. Diamonds, any diamonds on here? Yay. Anyone diamond and above? 1-star, 2-star, great job. Okay, awesome. So we have all of it. Okay, how many of you, by a show of hands, double hands if you want to, are I hate Facebook. I can't figure it out. I'm done. I'm so tired of putting my time into this. Double hands? Yes. Okay, we got to change our thinking on Facebook, okay? So again, what they're trying to do is they're trying to protect the consumer experience. How many times have you scrolled your feed and all you've seen is join my challenge group, buy this wrap from me, oh, this Thrive is really making me have energy, right? It's all that's in my news feed, right? For whatever reason, the Beachbody stuff, obviously, because it's my friends and whatever, and it's in my kind of flow. But here's what I want you guys to do. We just got to shift our thinking. Like Vito said at Summit, it's a 6-inch mental shift, okay? Don't blame Facebook. Play with Facebook. We're going to learn to play the game tonight, okay? So when you get off this call, I don't want you to do it right now. I want you to get a pen in your hand and take notes on this. But when you get off this call, I want you to go to your like page. And I want you to scroll your page. How many, hang on, I'm going to take this dog's squeaky toy. Hang on. Okay. That's the worst one. Sorry, that one is the worst squeak toy. It is so loud. So what I want you guys to do when you get off this call or tomorrow or whenever you're doing your power hour, I want you to scroll your page, and I want you to think of it step out of your own self and look at it as someone that doesn't know you. how much promotional stuff is on there? How often are you talking about your Shakeology? How often are you talking about a program by name? How often are you selling something? And how often are you giving like legitimate free content that if someone came to your page, they'd say, wow, this really benefits me. Okay. So I want you to look at that from an outsider. How much great content are you giving out? And I want you guys, like Gary Vee said this, if you guys have not listened to Gary Vee's recording, if you were not at Summit, you need to get on YouTube before you go to bed tonight. It's like a 40-minute presentation. You need to listen to his presentation. It was bomb. And what he said when he found out he was going to speak for us, he did due diligence on our business model and he did due diligence on our coaches. He stalked about 100 of us. And you know what he said about us? Can you guys guess? I see a lot of selling. I don't see a lot of coaching. That's not so good. We don't want to be that MLM. We don't want to be those coaches, okay? If you scroll my page, you don't know I'm a Beachbody coach. And it's not because I'm not proud of what we do. I think what we do, I think we have the most amazing business model. I think we have the best products. It's why I'm here, okay? I don't rep things that I don't believe in, okay? It's because I am more than a Beachbody coach. I stand in front of our products. And then when I have connected with people and people trust me from my content, then I revert back to the products. And the reason why I do that, you guys, is there's so much white noise. Like it's all white noise now to people because there's so many people trying to sell things on the internet. People don't listen. If you lead with, I've got a sale on 21 Day Fix, even with the word sale in there, people are shut off because they have immediately identified it with pyramid scheme, or I had a coach screw me over when they sold me something and they never helped me, right? Okay, like think about, I'm trying to think like the last thing I bought. Like I bought like some stuff from Rodan and Fields. I haven't heard from that person ever. Ever. And it was a referral. Ever. Okay, so we can't be those coaches. Okay, we need to really lead in front of the products. And I'm going to preface this. There are many, many top coaches that shout Beachbody and it's worked for them. It did not work for me. And here's why. Because Facebook buries that stuff. So those coaches are spending a lot of money on ads, I assume, to get that stuff seen. Okay? So I went from, I think when I went viral, I think I had 25,000 followers, all of which I paid for, like $10 a day, $5 a day, a lot of money dumped into Facebook ads. And then I would have to go and connect with people and build a relationship and build a foundation with these people, right? By building consistent content, what I'm known for on my page are short 15-second workout videos. And now it's kind of shifting actually with the new platform with the live function. I'll share about that a little bit later. That's what I'm known for. And after doing a video every single day for, I don't know, several months, I hit the jackpot and a video went viral for me. And it's got about 50 million views on it right now. And it's still getting comments on it every single day. And when my affinity is down, I repost it every time because it pumps it right back up. So I went from having to pay for everything up until about 25,000 to having a reach so large that I don't pay for a dime on Facebook. I don't pay anything. And I get some pretty solid stuff on my page, but it's because I'm working with the platform. I'm not getting mad at Facebook and being like, damn you algorithm. Like, oh, I hate you, Zuckerberg. Like, no, he's a smart dude. That's why he owns Facebook. Like, I'm going to roll with Zuckerberg, right? I'm going to make money too. Okay. So I'm going to teach you guys. Okay. So I've cut down my form process to like 5 messages. Why? Because they trust me. They believe in what I'm doing. They want to know what I'm doing. They want to buy into my sauce. They trust me, okay? So I don't have to say, hey, how's it going, Sally, blah, blah, blah. They message me because in my post, I say, tell me why you need to work with me. Tell me what you need in a boot camp, what your struggles are, what your goals are. And they send me a message with everything I need to know how to help them. And then I connect with them. I talk to them. I think about what's right for them. And I can usually convert them pretty fast because, again, they already trust me. Okay? Again, it takes time, you guys. This did not happen for me overnight. Okay? Don't be like, well, I'm not as good as Amanda. Yes, you are. I am not some magical like magician. Like trust me, it's just like staying consistent and being really diligent. Okay? So let's get into the tips. Okay? I've got, what do we got here? It's about 6 tips. Okay? Number one, understand what is working on social media and stop bitching about Facebook changing things and stop bitching about Instagram hiding your posts. Stop. You can't control it. And unless you're going to create your own platform that's going to like make you money and you're going to create your own app, which I highly doubt you are, go with it. Figure it out. That is your job. You are running a business, okay? At my fitness club that I run with my boss, when we don't have people walking in our door, we don't just sit there and say, "Wait, nobody likes us." We get our ass marketing our stuff, okay? Same thing. This is your storefront, okay? So don't whine about it. Do something about it. Get on Google. Take a social media training. Get with Sandy Krakowski, Jesse Reagan. Get on YouTube, for crying out loud. There's so much free content out there, you guys. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If you don't have the willpower to get on and leverage the internet, you should literally, this is harsh, you should literally cancel your coach package right now. If you're not going to do it, you're never going to do well in this business. And I don't mean that to be a jerk. I mean it because you've got to figure this out. If you're going to run a business and you want to be one of those people sitting on the floor at Summit or on the stage at Summit, or you want Carl Deichler to high five you as you walk across the stage, you better figure it out. Okay? We all have the same tools. We all have the same resources. I'm not lucky. I worked really hard to figure it out and to figure out what I was good at, okay? So do your due diligence. Like, if you're not going live on Facebook right now, what are you doing? What are you doing? I fill a challenge group in one live feed. One live feed. Why? Because Facebook doesn't realize it's promotional. I give tips. I say, top 3 tips to look better in a bikini. Oh, guess what, guys? By the way, I have a boot camp that opened today. There's nothing, Facebook can't recognize that. They're not tracking my voice in the algorithm. It's a live infomercial. That's literally what the live feed is. Okay? You're going to reach more people in less time. If you're not going live, please promise me tomorrow you will do this. I'm going to tell you what you should do to hit Success Club in the first 2 weeks of the month. This is what you're going to do. I'm serious. Write this down. You're going to share your top 3 tips to get banging results. And I'm going to even give you the tips. Here's what you're going to do. Workouts. You have to find a workout that you love. Number 2, nutrition. You have to nail your nutrition. Guys, number 3, this is the one that everybody misses. Accountability and support. I want you all to go to live tomorrow. I'm giving you that. That worked really well for me. I'm literally giving you my content. We're all pulling from different pools of people. I don't mind. I got a big enough reach. It's fine. If you steal someone from me, it's okay. We're all on the same mission here, okay? Go live with that tomorrow. Give your tips. Talk, and then plug your boot camp. And say, I offer this full package for you. And guess what? If you don't see a result, I'm going to give you your money back. Not Beachbody's going to give you your money back. Talk about you. You are the owner of this boot camp. You're going to get access to my app. Okay? You don't have to stand behind the company and let Beachbody like brand everything. Okay? Stand in front of it. Stand in front of it. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more, but I never, ever, ever say, I'm going to launch a 21-day fix challenge group. What do I say? 21 Day Fix Extreme launched. I'm launching a bikini prep program. 22-minute hardcore launch. I'm launching a 20 to 30-minute boot camp style program. 21 Day Fix macro tracking program. I never mention the names. Again, not because I'm not proud of what they are, because there's such a stigma with these programs that it's another barrier of entry. I don't want to deal with it. I want you in my inbox. I want you asking me what I'm doing. And I'm going to tell you straight up, this is what I'm doing. This is how you get results. Trust me. Okay? Let's see here. Also, so for me, you guys, my reach is so large right now, I don't have to run ads. I don't recommend not running ads for you guys. I do think you should be running ads. I actually think I'm going to start running a coaching ad. It's on my list of to-dos tomorrow, just to work on my recruiting a little bit. If you don't know how to do it, again, invest in a training. Jesse Reagan, Sandy Krakowski. Sam probably has more good ones. You and Leanne are awesome at finding these great training people, but Google it, you guys. There's so much free content, and just watch a bunch. Spend 4 hours of your business. That is an investment in your business. Okay. Here's the deal. If you're not on the right platform at the right time, saying the right thing to the right people, you're not relevant. You're just not. Your business isn't relevant. Okay, so you've got to figure that stuff out. You got to be looking at your insights in your back office. When are your people on? I would never launch a boot camp post or a coaching opportunity post at 11 o'clock on a Wednesday morning. I would never do that. I would do it on like a Tuesday night or a Thursday night or even a Sunday night, because that's when my stuff does well. Okay. So you got to dig into your insights. Like, do you guys look at that stuff? Do you pay attention to that stuff? Yeah, definitely. Like, spend time. See who your target is. Where are most of your followers coming from? I was like shocked to know like most of my following's in New York. Like, what's that? I don't even understand how that happened. Right. So dig into that stuff. That's your business metrics right there. That's as important as your Coach Online office. Okay. Okay. So like I said, this is your business. Make it, do it or don't, but like, this is where businesses and brands are being built. Okay. So be with it. Don't fight against it. Okay. Tip number 2. This is arguably one of the most important, because what I've had is like, I've talked about this topic and then I've had a bunch of coaches go to my page and like try to do exactly what I'm doing, because they're like, well, it works. No, you need to find your niche. You need to find your niche. So what you need to do is you need to sit down and figure out the 3 to 5 things that you do better than any other human being or any other Beachbody coach. Okay. I'm not talking to moms because I'm not a mom. It'd be very inauthentic if I was like, hey, prep this stuff for your kids. What? They'd be like, you don't even have kids. That's not right. Right. So what has worked for me? And like, I don't even post nutrition, like meals and recipes, because like I literally cook the shittiest food on the planet. Like, it's the worst food. It literally spills my containers. It tastes like crap. It's horrible. So I don't post that stuff. Okay. I post my workout videos. I film well on camera with form. I've got an athletic background. So that's what I do. Okay. I do a lot of live feeds now, but I had to overcome that whole like, I don't know, I'm freaked out. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Okay. Figure out what you do better than everyone else. What differentiates you from other coaches? There's like 500,000 of us. What makes you better? There's something special about you. And if you're not confident enough to figure that out, that's another discussion. We need to dig into some personal development, but something about you is super special, and something about you you're better at than anyone else. Okay. So figure it out. 3 to 5. You don't need to be good at 100 things. You won't be good at 100 things. Like literally 3 to 5 things, drive it home every single day. So there's consistent content and people know what they're going to get when they go to your page. Okay. Let's see here. I don't know if you guys are competitive, but like my goal is to always be better at everyone else that's doing the similar stuff as me. I'm like, oh no, you can't be better than me. I got to figure something else out. Okay. So like, be better, and like, be confident, fake it. If you're not confident in the business yet, I get it, because if you're new or you haven't hit your big milestones yet, it's hard to be confident in this business. Like, freaking fake it till you make it, sisters. Like, I created so much hype around my business when there was literally no hype. I had 0 coaches and I'd have 0 successful points on the board. And I'd be like, oh my God, my challenge is like almost full. No, it wasn't. I was lying to my teeth. But it created, like, literally, people were like, I can't miss out on this. And all of a sudden I'm getting 20 successful points and 40 successful points. And, you know, that's how you become a legend and, you know, get to walk the stage at Summit. Okay. Create the hype, even if it's not existent. Okay. Number 3, you guys, this is the most obvious one, is be consistent. You cannot show up for 60 days and think that's sufficient. You can't. I did this for months and months and months. I mean, I've been running my page since 2013. And the reality is, even if you're consistent for 6 months, know that in like 6.5 months, something's going to change on the platform. Facebook's not going anywhere, you guys. So like, they're going to change, but the platform's not going anywhere. Okay. Do I think that you should still, you know, pick another platform? Absolutely. I think you should pick 1 to 2 and be really good at it. Okay. I think Gary Vee was spot on when he said, like, Snapchat's the new thing. Your parents are going to be there soon. I think he's right. I think it's a different way of posting. This is a total digression. I think it's a different way of getting your content out there, but I think it's an amazing way to just show the world who you are. So like, for me in life, I'm far more aggressive than I am on my page. And I built this following on this more like, feel good, motivational, super like nice. I'm really not that nice in person. So Snapchat is my platform to be a little bit more ballsy, a little bit more vulgar. And so people can come over and kind of see my day-to-day, like my life and how things are really going. Okay. So, let's see here. And again, with consistency, you know, my followers know what they're going to get from me. They know they're going to get some feel-good motivation. They know they're going to get legitimate tips that are like Gary Vee said, if you haven't watched it, you got to watch it. Like, give them so much free stuff. They feel guilty for not buying from you. Right? Lots of free content. And to be truthful, you guys, like, I reinvent a lot of the same content. Like today, I did top 10 reasons you're not seeing results. I've posted that like 3 times in the last 6 months. So I'm constantly bringing in new people. I'm not doing the same picture and post. I'm doing it in live feed version. Sometimes I'll post it with a photo. Sometimes it just depends. You don't have to reinvent the wheel every single day. Sometimes I do content for my other company and I'm like, yep, that's going on my page too. Like, I created it, whatever, right? You don't have to reinvent the wheel every time, okay? Number 4, you guys, always, always, always ask yourself, and this goes along with the homework I gave you to do this after the call. Ask yourself, is this helpful? Is this informational? Is it inspiring? Is it motivating? Like, no offense, because we've all done this, but this is not helping anybody. This is not helping anybody. It's just not. And to me, I look at that and I'm like, I'm going to punch you in the throat for posting that. Come on, don't do that. Okay? Like, so there's a couple ways you can do this. Let's pretend there's Shakeology in this. Okay? You can be the coach that says, gee, I really love my shake today. Or you can be the coach that's like, crushed my workout and it's just there. Right? Like, let's think about what's more impactful, right? Like, I never am like calling out or hashtagging Shakeology. It's just kind of there, right? Same with like wearing your Beachbody clothing. It's just kind of there. You don't got to call it out. The power is in like those little hashtags. Like, if you're doing a coaching opportunity post and you're talking about freedom and quitting your job or supplementing your income or being able to stay at home with your kids and never having to drop them off or like have someone else drop them off at school ever again, like, wouldn't it be more powerful to just hashtag like hashtag freedom, hashtag why not you, instead of everybody join me, this is great. You know what I'm saying? So get smart. Like, it's not because we're not proud of the opportunity. It's because we gotta like break through and make sure we're not white noise. Okay. How can you be more like, look more of a boss and like a business owner? I shouldn't say this because this is being recorded and it's probably going to end up on YouTube. I hate network marketers. I hate them. They're the worst people. They're the worst. The worst. They're always, there's like so much stigma behind it. I hate it. I love what we do. I love our products, but all these other like, they're ruining it for the rest of us. Don't be one of those coaches. Put out amazing content. Okay? It's like a waterfall effect. Figure out what you're good at. Consistently drive home solid content. Okay? And like same thing, like is you like posting your heart rate monitor and saying like, oh, I burned 500, like it's just not super helpful. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't, it might be like a touch inspiring, but like show transformation or like call out one of your challengers that just had an amazing transformation. Or, you know, like there are other ways to show you're doing the work without a picture of your DVDs or your Shakeology cup or your heart rate monitor. Okay. Show other ways, like show yourself doing the work, right? Like I've done videos of like kind of sped up of me of like doing my workout and like, that's me doing the work, right? Like it could not be any more obvious that like I'm doing a DVD. You can see I'm following something, but I don't call it out. I don't say the program name. I'm just doing it. Anyone that has a brain can see that I'm watching a TV, right? Awesome. Number 5, you guys, just a couple more. Your content should take longer than 2.5 minutes to make. Good content should take you some time. My live feeds, you know, I mean, it depends on the topic, but I ran for 10 minutes today and I kept, you know, a few hundred people on because the content's good. When I make my videos, I have to shoot them. I have to edit them. I have to, you know, make a header for them. I sometimes do voiceovers on them. It does not take me 2 minutes to do content, and it shouldn't. You'll get faster at it once you understand how to do it, but like, it should not take you 2 minutes. If you're one of those people that's like, God, you'll love you because I did the same thing. I thought I was going to build a business this way. Like going to Pinterest and screenshotting and then like putting it out there and being like, yay, Monday. Like, it's okay once in a while, guys. But like, you can't run your business that way. You can't create a following that way. Okay? Like, I can't tell you the last time I did a post like that. Like, if you're going to do a quote, what about a really cool picture of you? Like maybe go out to a park with like a semi-decent camera. You don't have to go hire a photographer. You can. I have. But you can literally, like my coach Danny, look up Danny Wagner, D-A-N-I Wagner. She has this like amazing, beautiful photo of her in a blue shirt, and she literally looks like a supermodel. I'm like, Danny, did you get a photo? She's like, no, my mom just took pictures with her like random click and shoot. But I'm like, holy cow, you look like a total boss. Like, that makes me want to follow you. Okay, so like, wouldn't it be cooler instead of just taking that screenshot from Pinterest that has someone else's handle on it and like take a picture of you where like you look like a total boss, and then add that quote via WordSwag or Rona or another app, and then with your handle on it, because that's your content that nobody else can post. And if they do, like, your handle's on it, right? So don't just take stuff from Pinterest. Like, take quotes. I go on, like, if I want quotes about struggling, quotes about whatever, I'll find the quote, but I'm not going to post that picture. I'm going to make my own version of it, right? Or I'm like, oh, that just inspired me. I'm going to do a live feed on, tips for more confidence. That inspired me, Okay, last thing. This is probably one of the most important as well, okay? And I kind of touched on this a little bit, but you got to be you. Don't copy. Don't get off this call and say, well, I'm just going to do what Amanda is doing because it worked for her. Don't go find my 50 million viewed video and go make that same video. I've busted about 3 coaches that have done it. Don't do that. Stay true to you. Because what's going to happen if you just keep taking posts that are working for other people, you're going to have no flow on your page. Your brand's going to be a hot mess. And people aren't going to know what to expect from you. Okay? Do you. Put your blinders on. Okay? You need to get inspired by your life. And if you're having trouble with content, you need to ask yourself, am I really doing the vital behaviors that it takes to be a good coach? Am I working out? Am I really digging into personal development? Because honestly, even if you're just reading personal development, that should give you tons of like little light bulbs of things to share, right? And it's going to make you sound like a way smarter, more educated, stronger, more well-rounded human being and coach, right? Okay, so you got to be you. Don't copy. You can draw inspiration, you guys. Absolutely, absolutely. I'd be lying to you if I said I didn't do that. Like, oh, that's a cool coaching post. I like that spin, but I never copy and paste. I never did the exact same graphics. Like, turn it into you always. Okay. So I think I have a couple of questions down here. I'm gonna, like, if you guys want to unmute and ask questions, I am free to do that. So Carrie asked. So how do I make the transition to Beachbody products when? So literally, I just introduced it. I literally will just say, like, okay, so let's say I've just done my live feed. So like today, I did a live feed. I'm like, I got to do a good one that's going to like be a good topic. I got to know my crowd, right? I got to know what they like. And so I did 10 reasons you're not seeing results. Knowing I was going to plug my boot camp at the end. Knowing that was going to immediately drive multiple messages into my inbox. And it did. I've got like 20 messages in my inbox right now. I want to know about your boot camp. What are you doing? What's going on? So before I say anything about product, I have to make sure that they tell me more about them. So if they didn't send it in that initial message, I'm like, I would love to fill you in. Super excited. I have a few spots left, but I got to know more about you. Tell me what you're struggling with. Tell me what your goals are. Tell me why you need my help. Like, why are you here? And if they don't respond back to me, like, bye, I'm not going to be that coach that's like, yeah, let me just tell you. Because I don't know if that's right for them. Like, what if they just had knee surgery on both knees and they can't even like do a plank or, like they can't lunge? I'm not going to set them up with Insanity Max 30. They'll never be able to do it, right? So you have to just dig into what they need and say, oh my gosh, I have the perfect thing for you. I think this would be amazing for you. Here's why. You just told me, and then go into like why that program suits them. But I'll just say, And I can share, I have like a little script or whatever, but for the most part, I drive my whole business through 21 Day Fix. Been doing a little bit more PIO lately, a little bit more 22-minute hardcore, but mostly 21 Day Fix because I like the containers, and that's the main problem people struggle with. And so I'm like, let me fill you in on my program. On my program, my boot camp is based around the 21 Day Fix. Have you heard of it? Let me fill you in. And I give them, I mean, it's like a paragraph. I explain the program. I explain what it is. I explain what they get with the challenge pack, why I require the challenge pack. I'm just going to paste this right now into the thing, and you guys can use this. But always make sure you cannot run your business from a script, you guys. You have to make sure you're still connecting their why. And I try to get so much information from them ahead of time. So when they tell me no, I insert bogus excuse. I'm like, but you just told me you're pre-diabetic, you have high cholesterol. You just told me this, and I'm giving you like a legitimate solution. And so I've got a little bit of ammo to come back at them. Okay? Hang on, I just gotta find this really quick. Carrie, if I didn't answer that, just tell me if that was not helpful, and I'll try to elaborate.
No, you did. It's just the point where I feel awkward where I go into the sale because, you know, like everybody else, you don't want to feel like salesy. And that's the point where I feel like I'm selling.
Let's role play this. Okay, so someone has come to you and they said, I'm interested in your virtual boot camp or your challenge group, right? And you say, you get all sorts of information, right? You get all this information. You're like, yes, PIO would be perfect for them. And you know it in your heart. And you're like, oh my God, I'm going to change this person's life. That's literally, I'm like, oh yeah, this is totally made for them. Like very few times am I like, I have nothing for this person. I get excited. I'm like, yes, I can totally help this person, right? So when you're making that, that transition in, connect it. So I understand what you're saying. I know how you feel, the feel, felt, found stuff, right? Yeah. So when I was starting my fitness journey, I was lost too. I would show up at the gym, walk around like a fool, do 5 minutes on the treadmill, get tired, get off, didn't know what I was doing. Then I would undereat by about 2,000 calories because I had no idea how to fuel my body. So I understand why that's a problem for you as well. This has been an amazing solution for me. I'm going to share for you what's changed my life and my client's life, and then go into it. So give a little background on why you think this is made for them, and connect their struggle with our solution. You know what I'm saying? Share how it's changed your client's life, your life. I usually put it directly to me because, to be honest with you, they see you out there like rocking it. And if they know that you once struggled with the exact same thing and this was your solution, hello, they're going to be in, right? I'll post my my thing in here so you can kind of see how I do it, but I get a ton of information on them up front. I ask a lot of questions, get them talking, because it's easier. It's a lot harder for them to say no to me when I have enough information. And I know you guys, it's exciting and you're like, oh my God, somebody messaged me, I want to get on this right away. But like, don't spew on them, because there's going to be no connection to why they need the product if you don't know anything about them, right? Like I legitimately, from the top of my head to the tips of my toes, believe that 21 Day Fix is a solution for 95% of our population. Truthfully, I can't tell you how much my business has changed from the launch date of that program. I mean, seriously, a huge, huge revolution for in-home fitness and nutrition. Like Beachbody nailed it. They nailed it. And so I share that stuff. Like I had the same issues. I didn't know what to eat or how much of it. I'm going to make this really simple for you. Really simple. It's a tested, proven. I like to use words like it's tested, it's proven. I've put my own clients through this. I see major results. You know what I'm saying? Like the company's backed. I mean, there's Google 21 Day Fix transformation. It's all there. It's all there. And if not, like do your own, like go through a round, get your own transformation. Like check out mine. I just did this, you know?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a big difference between like do this, don't do this, like from a lot of different people. So how much of your like personal life do you share on your like page? Do you just completely keep your like page to just health and fitness, or do you throw in like pictures with your dogs and your
I put, oh my God. I put a picture of Simba up. I wasn't even in it, and it got 2,000 likes on it.
Okay. So you still
But I prefaced it. I gotta tell you, I front loaded it. I said I usually get the most unfollows when I post something non-fitness related. I front loaded it because I do. I'll lose like 500 followers on a post like that. And I got like, it was insane. It was insane. It was a really cute photo of him. It was insane. People were like, oh, screw those people. Like, it was just really funny. So like, if you're like nervous to like put something like that out there, like kind of front load it and just say like, I know I don't usually share this, but like I wanted to show you guys a little bit more of me. But I think you have to weave that stuff in. Like same thing at Summit. I posted a picture getting ready to go out before excuse me, before Billy Idol. And I just said like I can't remember exactly, but I was in like a super hot pink dress and like people were like, you look so cute. Like, and it had nothing. I'm like, you guys want to see Billy Idol live tonight? That's all it said. So I think it is important to show you. It shouldn't be the bulk of your stuff. But like your story is why people follow you. Like they're not following you to like hear more about Beachbody. Like they're following you, right? Yeah. And we all have a story, and you guys need to get really comfortable sharing it and breadcrumbing it and talking about your struggles, because if somebody can see that you're out there, putting yourself out there, seeing results, like killing it, crushing it, whether you're like still 50 pounds overweight or like, you know, freaking Brittany Wright pre-pregnancy, you know, like that's inspiring to know like, holy cow, she really struggled with something, right? Mm-hmm. It gives people hope. It gives hope. So I do think you should. I think if you have kids and you're comfortable putting them on the internet, show that you're a mom. Because what people do is then they scroll and they're like, oh, she can do it and she has kids. Or, you know, like I post stupid stuff. Like I post this one video of Simba and I'm trying to do a workout video like I normally do, and he's humping me nonstop. Like people love that stuff. It's funny. It's like kind of offensive, but it's funny. You know, like be you. Like if you have a funny personality, post some funny stuff. Weave it in, right? If you're a more, you know, kind of soulful person or like spiritual person, like weave that in. You got to be true to who you are. I do think you should weave it in. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I want to just make a comment real quick about Amanda really mentioning, you know, be you, that tip number 6, because I remember when Amanda she was talking within a small group of ours, and she was like, guys, this is really working well for me. And I was like, you know what? Amanda's posting workout videos. I can do workout videos. I don't know freaking how to videotape anything. I don't know how to edit anything. I was like losing my mind trying to figure out how to make workout videos like Amanda. And I was like, you know what? That's not me. And so it didn't work for me because it wasn't me. So I've had to find what works well for me. So really, like, I really just beg you to like find who you are. And sometimes that takes like some serious personal development and serious digging deep and getting comfortable with you.
And getting really creative with how you leverage what you're good at, right? Mm-hmm. So Lindsay Matway, they did like the panel with Lindsay Matway, Janelle, Christine Dwyer, and Melissa McAllister. And it was kind of interesting. So Lindsay Matway sitting on the stage with 3 fitness professionals, like literally they're instructors, they run gyms, etc. And Jeff actually called out, like, you know, you had to approach your business from a totally different angle. And she's like, yeah, I couldn't do workout videos. That was not true to me. It just didn't seem so authentic. But like all 4 of them are, you know, crushing it in the business. So agree. Like you can't just do what's working for other people. Like what I love to go in my kitchen. And like, I don't know if you guys follow Kelsey Shackley. She's under Janelle. She's like crushing it right now. I think she was premier last year and then like qualified just a hair late. She's elite now. And she does little, like she's with her little daughter and she posts up her camera and she does like 5-minute pancakes and she's like totally her and she's playing with her daughter. And like, would I love to do that? Yeah, but I'd burn the freaking pancakes and they taste like shit. And I'd be like, don't make these like, you know, like I just can't do that. It's not what I'm good at. It's not my wheelhouse. Okay. So figure out what you're good at. Like that first thing is figuring out, okay, I'm really good at crock-pot meals. I'm good at eating on the go. I'm a nurse and I work 12-hour shifts and I'm really good at managing that and getting it done still. And then like creatively figure out how you can like just go to town on those strengths creatively, right? So maybe it's not a 15-second video. Maybe it's a live feed of you, whatever it is. Like, get creative and try to be the innovator in what we're doing, right? Like, you have to set yourself apart, from a lot of coaches that are putting a lot of stuff out there. So be better.
Yeah.
Don't shy back from it. Like, you guys are all talented and gifted for sure. Okay. You guys have something that's really amazing about you. So like, figure out what it is. And again, Sam said it might take some serious personal development. Ask your spouse or ask someone that's really close to you, what do you think I'm better at than everyone else? And it might be insightful to hear what other people think you're really good at. Like, ask your friends, ask your parents. Like, when you think of me, what are the first couple words that come to mind? Okay? And feel empowered by what that is, and then leverage those strengths, right? Like, even as you're like, well, what do you think it is in terms of my business that I'm better at? Just get an outside view. Ask people what they think of you. I think that's helpful. I think you might have light bulbs, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm really hard on myself. I never think I'm good enough. I always am trying to be better and do more, and I'm running myself into the ground. I'm a perfectionist, and I won't launch it because it's not good enough. Like, what you guys see is this like chick that's all put together, but really like back here, it's like hot mess express. Like, hot mess, like, and me like having to pep talk myself. I avoided that live function like the plague, because I'm like, I'm not going to do it well enough. And I'm like, whatever, go, like, do it. You're on. You got to do it, or you're never going to grow. You won't get better. And then after that, I was like, this is so fun. I want to go again right now. Right? It's super fun. So ask your friends, ask your family, words that they would use to describe you, how they feel like you're a better coach than other people. Okay? Like, what do you think I'm good at? How do you think I could be better at this?
And be willing to adapt, because like she said earlier, Facebook's it's going to just take 6 months. 6 months and it's going to change, because in 2014, so I'll tell you something real quick.
6 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. I had a like page back when I first started my business. So I've been a coach for 5 years. When I first started my business, I had a like page. It was called Turbo Jam Sam. Well, that's against the bylaws. So then I changed it to Turbo Sammy, and you can only change your Facebook like page once. That's it. And you can't change it again. I had probably like 4,000 followers at the time, and I closed it down so that I could completely rebrand on me. And in that time, what I had built Turbo Jam Sam and Turbo Sammy on was Pinterest, and putting out those pictures and just saying something stupid that had nothing to do with anything. So it wasn't a genuine, true, strong following, and not a lot of them came over with me. So I've had to completely rebuild. So you really just have to pay attention to what gets you your authentic, quality followers who are really paying attention to you and your story and know you and trust you. So pay attention to that and know that it's going to change. Just go in knowing it's going to change, and you're going to have to learn how to adapt.
Right. But you're not going to change. You're still going to be like the badass self that you are, and you're just going to get better at managing those changes and getting better and better and growing. Like, to be honest with you, the more time I spend trying to figure out Facebook, the better business person I become. I can sit on a call with our marketing firm and my other company and challenge them and be like, is this really what we should be doing? So I've done a lot of research. I spent a lot of money on trainings, because if you don't, you're not going to make it in this business. You're not going to make it in any business. Truthfully, I mean, you just won't. Like, this is where our society is shifting. Okay, like Gary Vee said, have such a love for him. He's like my spirit animal. He's like, these executives of these big companies, they're in their 50s. They're putting all this money into TV. He's like, well, the only time you watch commercials is when your remote fell off your bed, and the rest of the time you're on your phone. You're not paying attention. So these high-level, super talented executives are getting fired, and then 25-year-old Sally's coming in and dumping all that $90 billion into social marketing, and she's getting a pay raise because that company's making money now, right? It's not that Henry wasn't as smart as Sally. It's that Sally's with the times, right? So be Sally. That's the moral of the story.
Sally. I'm going to hashtag that. That's going to be tomorrow's hashtag. Hashtag be Sally.
You guys promise me you'll go live tomorrow? How many of you have not gone live?
No.
Show me. A few of you, yeah. Okay. Will you promise me you'll take that topic and you'll just do it? Guys, this is what I do. If you feel like you're like, oh crap, I don't know what I'm going to do, or I'll forget what I'm going to say, this is what I do. So before
you go there, Do you think it's okay that they go live on their personal page, or should it only be on a like page? What are your thoughts?
Oh, I'm such the wrong person to ask about this.
I feel like it's a fine line on the personal page.
I would go live on your Facebook page and I'd share it to your personal page.
Okay. On the like page and then share it.
And if it tings, if it tings, do it again on your personal page and see what happens, and just compare your metrics. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is what I do, you guys. Like, I always go in with a plan on my calls. Like, so let's say these are my notes. These are my summit notes. But let's say I usually type it up like on just like an email or a document on my back, and I put my phone like right here. So I'm kind of like able to read my notes, but I'm still looking at my camera. Okay? I never just go in haphazardly. Or even better trick for the summer, or those of you guys that live in sunny places, 24/7, go outside and put your sunglasses on. They'll never know you're like reading it. Okay? So you look super prepared. You don't look like you're referencing notes. You look like a boss. So you can really put thoughtful content out there without looking like you're like, oh, and then I was looking at this, and then I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Okay? You can still prepare for it even though it's live. And I do. Like, I type it all out. I take little bullet points so I can, like, keep myself focused, because it's easy to, like, be like, whoa, whatever. Like, lose it.
Amanda does. I don't. I never go live but I am, like, ultimate improv everything in life. So just do what works for you. I think for most people, you're going to do better live with notes and with a, like, I have a plan going in, but I never do notes just because I just talk too much.
Yeah, know your strengths. Know your strengths. Like, it's just like anything in this business, right? Like, what training Janelle uses, Meg doesn't necessarily use. And like, you got to figure out your flow. And at the end of the day, it's your responsibility. If you don't do it and you don't get with it, like I said, like, harshly, but it's coming from a place of love, cancel your coach account. If you're not going to go for it and you're not going to go all in, like, what's the point of owning a business? Like, you guys did not sign up to coach to, like, kind of be okay. You don't sign up to be, like, mediocre and, like, semi-good at it. Like, be really good. Like I tell my coaches all the time, we represent a company that, like, puts the most top-of-the-line programs and supplements out there. Like, real solutions that, like, legitimately change lives. Like, be proud of it, but you don't have to, there's ways to, like, really brand yourself and who you are. Like, think about this. What if Beachbody imploded and tomorrow it wasn't there? Could you run a business still on your page? I could. I've got an LLC with my team name. I've got trademarks on my branding and my team name. I could start my own business if Carl Daikeler was like, you know what? I don't want to end the trend of obesity anymore. I'm going to end this. Okay, so, like, could you run your own business still? Think of it that way, right? Because we're not going back to corporate America. None of us are, ever. Do you guys have any other questions for me? Was this helpful?
Oh my gosh, Amanda, so helpful.
I want to still put, hang on, I want to put that one thing in here too. I'm just going to give you guys this whole script, and I'm going to preface this again. You cannot build a business on a script. These are, like, common answers that I was constantly typing up, and when I was working full time, I didn't have time to explain what PIO was again, like, from top to bottom. So the meat of, like, most of these is, like, what is 21-Day Fix? What's your 21-Day Fix challenge all about? But you have to tailor this, and you have to, like, you can't just, like, plug and chug these and think you're going to do all. That's not what I'm doing. And there are some, it's called a scenario script. There are some scenarios in here, like, what do I do? And those are kind of old. I haven't used those in a long time, so be weary. But, like, like, what do you do if, after somebody asks about what Shakeology is? Like, what do you do if someone struggles with meal planning or skips meals? It's just, like, a little bit of guidelines for, like, you know, what you could say to them, okay? So it's my whole script. Towards the end, it gets a little crazy because it's stuff I'm just copying and pasting because I'm using a lot. So, again, read it before you just send it to people. Again, this is what works for me. It may not speak to your clients. I'm sharing it because we're all in the same race together, and if it works for me, I'd love to share it with you. So,
Thank you. She just posted that in the chat. If you guys can't see it, I'll make sure we put it in our team page. Since it's a Google Doc, just make a copy of it. Don't
It's actually, you can't edit it.
Okay, good.
I made that like tons of people have this script.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. And you guys, if you ever have like any questions, like seriously feel free. Like I totally believe in helping coaches that are not my personally sponsored. I think it's good karma. If one of my coaches went to another coach in a different downline, wanted help, I would really hope that they help them. So like, give me a message. Okay. I will definitely get back to you. I'll give you any of my resources. But you guys got this. Like, have confidence in knowing that like you have had many pivotal moments that led you here. And so have confidence in your role. And when you start being confident in your role as a coach, you're going to attract people. You're not going to have to go find people. Okay. Get consistent and be confident in yourself. Okay.
Thank you. Amazing, amazing tips, Amanda. I will post this on YouTube. I'll try to get it uploaded tonight and to you and your team and the Diamonds and everybody. So
awesome.
Content. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, everybody, for hopping on.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye.